Hello, my name is Jack Heslin, and I'm the founder of a company called J3D, which, as you probably know if you're watching this video on our website, is j3dservices.com on the web. I've been in 3D printing just about 3 years now, and most of it with one company, which was a really great experience. But if there's something I noticed in that company, it's that there was really kind of a need in the 3D printing market space for an organization that was a little bit solution neutral, or at least closer to being solution neutral. And what I mean by that is most companies just sell 3D printers, or they just sell their 3D printer. And then other companies just do printing services. Now at J3D, do we sell 3D printers? Yes, and we sell great 3D printers. We sell MakerBots and Markforges and Airwolfs and Fusion 3Ds, the Polar 3D. We have the MCore Iris, and we're always keeping an eye out what other 3D printers should we be evaluating for our customers' needs. Those printers not only represent a variety of price points, they represent everything from low-level filaments like PLA and ABS up to things like carbon fiber and nylon for really industrial tooling applications. But quite often a company comes to us and says, we're not sure if we need a 3D printer or which one. Can you do a print for us? And the answer is yes. We do it fairly often. Someone will send us a CAD file. We do the print in anything from an ABS, a PLA, to a carbon fiber, to whatever is right for that application. Sometimes there are several prints, and it helps them evaluate that printer and then make a better decision about what is the right solution for them. So J3D is a little bit unique in the marketplace about this. Now, as I said, we're always keeping our eye open. What is the right next solution for the marketplace? And a few months ago, I got talking to a company in Houston called Lazarus 3D, laz3d.com on the web. And Laz was founded by a surgeon who was getting, I don't want to say tired, but wanted the 3D printed anatomical models to do more. Now, hospitals have been using 3D printing for a while, and they do models like this. This is obviously the human vertebrae. This is done in PLA. It's a very low-level plastic. Now, this is fine. I mean, it's good. It's correct. It's wonderful for presentation purposes, but that's all you could do with it. So what the fellow in Houston wanted to do was to come up with 3D prints that gave more feedback, more knowledge, more interaction to the surgeon. And he came up with a way to 3D print human organs in silicone. Now this silicone printed model, and I'm getting this from a surgeon at Yale, this isn't just me talking, actually has a similar resistance to human tissue. So you could operate on this. You could practice a procedure on this. You could actually practice a procedure as well on this kidney. Now this kidney, as you see, has a tumor on one side. Now if you were here, and I'd love to meet you sometime, if you did that, you would find the kidney has one density. The tumor has a different, much harder density. So if you're a medical school student or a practicing surgeon and you want to practice this particular procedure before you do it on the patient, you could remove this the way you would do an actual operation and get the right feel. You'd get the right interactivity with this model, very close approximation to what you'd get from the actual surgery. What else do we have here? This is a block of silicone printed with sample tumors. So you could practice taking out the tumors without actually cutting into a tumor, which is of course very important, again, to get that right interactivity between you and what the procedure calls for. Here is a duodenum. I've been told by people who know their duodenums, which I do not, that this also has the right texture. You could slice this with a scalpel and get the right resistance. Now, you've probably noticed to my right, there's a very large model here. This is a thoracic model. As you can see, there's the pectoralis region. There's the incision. It's heavy, by the way. If I turn it over, I'm trying to keep it propped up here. So here is a lung. There's a lung. There's the heart. Now here's what's really interesting here. If you were to poke that lung, it has a very soft consistency, the way a lung should, the way a human lung does. The heart is obviously a muscle, and I can tell you that this is a tough 3D print. This is much harder than this. But if you come inside the chest cavity here, hopefully you can see the ribs, and I'm going to stop talking. Hopefully you heard that. That's the rib. So the rib is hard like it should be, the lung is soft like it should be, the heart is tough, and here is, for the skin component, the right resistance for the incision. This is an outstanding breakthrough in 3D printing, and it's an outstanding offering for med schools who are trying to, always looking for low-cost ways to teach students over the traditional methods. If you're a surgeon, and you know your surgery, practicing surgery for years, but you have a patient with a specific issue, if you can get us the data, we can recreate that specific patient's ailment and anatomy. I know that because a surgeon at Yale asked me recently, could he get a lung with emphysema? And the answer is yes. You can get anything with anything if you can provide us the data. The third group that would be really interested to use these and experiment with them are companies that make medical devices, medical components that need soft tissue models for their prototypes. So we've got med schools, we've got hospitals, we have medical device companies. On our website, you'll find videos using all of these in some capacity or another. This is really unique. J3D is thrilled to be working with Lazarus. We primarily are here in the Northeast, anywhere from New York to Boston. So on our website is the coolest phone number in 3D printing, which is 844-J3D-MAKE, or go to our contact form, fill out the information, it will come to us, and we will get back to you right away. Thank you very much for paying attention to this video. This is an exciting time in 3D printing, and we are really looking forward to talking to you about it. I'm Jack Heslin, and thank you very much.